flat being on the hammer rather than the anvil. And as you will note, everything is really quite clean and shiny. Could nearly do my face in the hammer. And then we were aiming to do a similar thing to what the jig was doing. So we're starting off with the line a few millimeters back, and we're moving it along, then we're moving in, and then one of the things that where the anvil has an advantage over the jig is you can really actually hammer the very edge of the blade, whereas in the jig it's running against the guide post, and so it's actually blunting it slightly. It will often just turn over a very slight bit on the edge of the blade. And having peened your blade on the jig, you have to be really very careful about doing a good hone on it afterwards, because you've often got quite a burr to take off and the very edge of the metal isn't thin. But after you've done that, you can also then take it onto a freehand anvil and peen the very edge of the blade and start practicing your freehand peening, doing the edge.
How are you holding that fore and aft? If you were doing one line, are you holding it slightly towards you to begin with and then move it away from you as you come closer to the edge?
So yeah, for each line you need to hold the point where you're going to hit on the top. It's got to be directly contacting the anvil, which means that for the first line there's a couple of millimeters in, there's going to be a bit of an overhang of the blade at the edge there. Support of the blade is always very important. With the anvil, one's not just got to have it supported on your knees the whole way along, but you also need to control the front to back movement very finely. So I've always got my hand coming right round, and at least one of my fingers is resting on the back of the anvil, so that I've got complete control of that forward to back movement, and therefore where the hammer stroke's going to come. Again, I'm setting up a nice steady rhythm with my hammer, because I've got the back of the blade nice and clean, but with a slightly matte finish from the fine abrasive. When I hammer it like this, it creates a beautiful shiny line, so I can see exactly where it is that I'm